I'm Joanne Drake. I'm the Chief Administrative Officer of the Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation and Institute. This group of documents that we're going to talk about today serve as representative of the military service of Ronald Reagan from the 30s into the 50s. The first one is, of course, very official from the President of the United States of America, long before Ronald Reagan even thought of being president. And what it does is designate him as a second lieutenant of cavalry on the 25th day of May in 1937. Later on, we see that the president has signed a new proclamation, and it's in the Army of the United States. It says Ronald Wilson Reagan has been assigned as captain in the Army, and this was on the 22nd day of July in 1943. So when it came to World War II, although Ronald Reagan was an active member of the service, he was not allowed to go overseas. This was because of his eyesight. Ronald Reagan had been nearsighted almost since birth. He was assigned to the Army Air Corps making training films. This is the Army. This was a movie that was made wholly of military personnel.
Look, honey, what could I offer you as the wife of a soldier?
And included hundreds and hundreds of military service personnel. Your performance in this film demonstrated a fine acting talent and contributed largely to the success of the film. I rather imagine Ronald Reagan was very proud of that, as he was very proud of his time in Hollywood as an actor, and if he could combine the two, even better. One of the other documents that was discovered actually a number of years ago is a really fun one for us, because it has Captain Reagan signing off on the report of separation for Clark Gable. Yes, the Clark Gable of Hollywood fame. They served in the Army together, and this happened to be at a time when Ronald Reagan was the personnel officer in his unit, and he signed off on his friend Clark Gable's departure. By the end of the war, his units had produced some 400 training films for the Army Air Forces. Ronald Reagan's reserve commission automatically terminated on April 1st, 1953. However, he became Commander-in-Chief of all U.S. Armed Forces when he became President on January 20th, 1981, and served 8 more years through January 20th, 1989.